My name is TJ, and this is the 7 Series. I'm here with...
Kenyatta Rashon.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Nice to know, nice to know. It is a good day. Nice and warm, too.
Yeah, for sure.
So to get started, my first question for you is, your home is right up the road from here, being Ypsilanti. How has Ypsilanti helped mold you into who you become today?
You know, I hate to have started that out with but anywho, Ypsilanti has created a lot of confidence within me from all of my experiences as a youth to adolescence to an adult. I do feel that I am kind of like a oxymoron to the city because I kind of fall into a category of my own compared to, most of the citizens of Ypsilanti. It's only so many avenues that you could go down in life, but I chose the one of success. So that's what I'm doing. And I love Ypsi. I do. I'm gonna make sure I carry it with me everywhere I go.
Mm-hmm. That's hard. I like that. My second question would be, how have you carried from being Ypsi and into all these new spaces that you're existing in now?
Well, anywhere I go and I say I'm from Michigan, everybody always assume I'm from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I love Detroit. That's the sister city. But when I say I'm from Ypsilanti and I have to give any type of detailed description, it makes it fun. I'm very much gonna state where I'm at, even if I throw Detroit in there, like, yeah, it's 30 minutes from Detroit, but, Ypsilanti is, you'd be surprised, too, when I go to different places. A lot of people do know where the city is. I could be in LA sometimes. I remember this happened like 3 times, and somebody was like, I'm from Ypsilanti. I'm like, shut up. Who are your people? Mm-hmm. What's your last name? Little stuff like that. So it's, ironically enough, going to be a more popular, known city. Watch.
Yeah, I think so too. Especially living out here, it's definitely got its own thing.
Where you from?
I'm from Muskegon.
So okay. Nice.
Yeah. And let's see. My third question would be, in terms of inspirations on your website, you have mentioned powerhouses such as Beyonce, Amy Winehouse, Erykah Badu, and Aretha Franklin, to name a few. What about these artists have inspired your own creativity while paving your own path?
Since I was younger, like early high school, or actually we'll say as a child, I started studying them. Like I was studying their lifestyle. I was studying their singing techniques. I was studying their performances. And I took the little things that I did adore about each and every artist, and I made it my own. I kind of carved it to be like, this is the style of Kenyatta Rashon. And it's so well loved and so well respected. When I was singing in a party band, we used to be at the casinos, you name it, we were there. We were the live band, and we also performed at weddings, corporate events, whatever. When the time came for my performances of different artists, such as Aretha Franklin, Adele, I even did some Leonard Skinner. That's some fun fact.
Yeah.
But I captivated the audience with my performance because they were so engaged. They just couldn't believe I was replicating what they probably would expect from seeing the actual artist.
Mm-hmm.
So that was always my okay, let me watch them, see how they do and what they do, see if it's something that I can emulate myself, and then put my own twist and style to it. So today, those artists have definitely helped create the Kenyatta Rashon that I am today.
And that's what's up, especially the fact that it's a really interesting way to pay homage to them. Going back and going through all of their content and all of their music, it's very admirable to see somebody be such a student.
Gotta be a student. Gotta be a student. For sure.
And as we're under our nice bright yellow lights today, I'm going to ask you about him. You chose to sing under some yellow lights. So, what's the particular reason for that?
So yellow is part of my top 4 favorite colors. And I do know through psychology, because that's what my degree is in, that certain colors bring us about certain vibes and energies. And yellow is literally the epitome for happiness and high energy. And I wanted to make sure that that was going to be a part of my performance set. I don't care where I am. I'm more so going to be like I wore black. I like to wear black, actually, by the way.
We both rocking all black.
Yeah, right. Was this playing, TJ?
A little bit, maybe a little bit.
But I like to wear black, but my spaces, I like the sun to be shining. I like that yellow hue that's felt in the summertime. I like to be in spaces that are kind of high lit, drinks flowing. Hey. But to answer your question, yellow is just positive. It's good energy. And anywhere that there's yellow, like in the summertime, nobody can lie about having and being happy. Having happiness and being happy, because that yellow star in the sky is shining bright upon us and we love it. It makes us feel like totally different sometimes. So I'm always game yellow.
No, we need that, especially during your performance. You exude the very color that you were singing under.
That was the
So
goal.
it's very interesting. My next question is, not many artists get the experience, the vibe of what a Tiny Desk performance provides. What is it about Tiny Desk that you think could expose your artistry if you were given the chance to perform?
Whew. We putting that in the atmosphere that I got that. I love live instrumentation. I can't play an instrument to save my life. But to see it all in such a intimate space and setting, and watching Tiny Desk and then doing a Tiny Desk, I see the energy that's within like 4x4 of amount of space. Because my team, when we were recording, we were so tight. But when I reflect, I'm like, y'all, they got bass, drum, keys, guitar, trumpet, everything in this close quarter. We can do it. Mm-hmm. So once we did it, and I felt what that intimacy felt like amongst other musicians, we were just like so entertained by the fact that everything sounded so well together. So, I mean, if I got the opportunity, I would kill it, okay? Tiny Desk is truly for the arts. A lot of musicians get the opportunity to recreate their songs in those type of settings. Some artists never done that before. You know, some artists travel with bands, but I think any artist should have that a part of their catalog, a Tiny Desk performance. Mm-hmm. And I really want to be one of them.
Yeah, I definitely think the way that you perform, you don't need everything else. We can strip you down and just put you on the stage, just with the mic. You can still rock it.
Period. I appreciate that. That's been my claim to fame. I'm like, oh, is this show? You booking me for a show? You got space for a band? Because when we link up, it go crazy. Mm-hmm. It's a real good show.
For sure. My next question would be, it's been 3 years since you dropped The Art of Keeping It Real. With today's music industry having so many artists being pushed to constantly put out music, what is it about your project that you felt that your fans could enjoy sitting on it for such a long period of time?
I love that question. And when I created this body of work, with every song completed with the on the tracks, going through the MP3, blah, 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 I sat back and I spoke with a few people. I'm like, yo, this is timeless. Like, this album is going to fall in line with the greats. When this actually gets more and more, because for every person that has heard it before, there's 10 people who haven't heard it. Mm-hmm. So my whole goal is for that album to do enough damage to where I've created more and more fans from it to prepare for what I have next. I've been working and studying again how the music industry is today, how the algorithm, let's be real, thing, all this works, and building my network so that I know the next time that I actually put out some more work, one, it can actually follow up from that album. Because I can't just put out anything after that.
Yeah.
I said that when I finished. I was like, oh, Lord, I'm going to go keep going. Like, I'm going to have to connect with the best of the best to do something better than this.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can't just put out any.
You can't. You cannot. And I mean, I get it. A lot of artists are like, just put it out, just put it out, just put it out. People love it. I'm one of those artists where it's like, listen, you can catch me at a show if you want to see me do my thing. But as far as like what's on wax, I got to make sure that that's like top tier, baby. Every time.
That's what's up. I wish more people actually took that approach. It's kind of like how Kendrick was. There's so many breaks in between,
Very
but
true.
each piece is so timeless. You can
Oh
listen
my
to it
God.
anytime.
That's so good. That was a good reference because that's how I love K-Dot. And when he do drop something, I'm like, whew, there's another 5 years I can listen to that.
Yeah, got to sit on this, let it bake.
Yeah.
Bro, I was looking on Apple Music and I noticed that your number one song is Free. Does that reflect your own personal feelings, or is there a different song in your heart that holds the top spot?
Ooh, I like that question too. So, actually, it's split. So, Free, yes, has a portion of my heart, and that is how I live my life. When I was younger, coming up, I was kind of taught to live on fear. So everything I was doing, I was kind of hesitant about, and I would second guess and things of that sort. But now I just run towards it. I run towards fear, and I run towards things that could possibly potentially have any type of like negative digress or something, anything. But I just run towards it. Let's see what happens now. I hated living like that because I was just young and kind of molding myself, but I realized I probably slept on a lot of opportunities. I probably missed out on X, Y, Z because I was scared. So Free definitely helps me be like, boom, I could do it. I'm good, confident. And then the other path that would help me to answer your question, just a part of my life is YMMFB, which stands for You Make Me Feel Better. And that song, the lyrics, the melody, the hurts, everything about that song is so elaborative to just being, it's yellow. That song is yellow.
Yeah.
It's so yellow. If you ever get a chance to hear it, like, I kid you not, it's just perfect. And it's not talking about anybody in particular when I say you make me feel better, but I'm definitely elaborating on any and everything that brings a smile to your face, joy to your heart.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
I like that answer. Well, my name is TJ. This is the 7 Series, and with my girl, Kenyatta Rashon. Hopefully y'all check her out. See y'all later.
Check me out. Check me out.